Once, a pure, piety, expendable businessman was on his way in his car to a very important auction placed in a far city to buy some of the presented items. While he was on his way 30 minutes away from his destination, he saw a car accident. So he remembered the hadith of the Prophet. May God bless him and grant him peace. Allah helps his slave as long as he helps his brother. So he pulled over and took the injured driver to the nearest hospital. Moreover, he asked the doctor to provide the injured man with immediate medicine. He sat next to the man until he made sure he wasn't okay. He realized that he won't get anything from the auction he was going for. Then he decided to drive back the next morning back to his town. His car broke down in the middle of an area that had few houses. He tried to fix his car but he couldn't. So he knocked on the door of one of the houses and told the owner of the house about how his car broke down and that he had no option but to be his guest till the next morning. The owner welcomed him in. The owner of the house was poor, living with his wife and 17-year-old child. The house had 2 bedrooms, one for him and his wife and the other was for his child. The owner got to know after a talk with the guest that he's rich. The owner went to tell his wife about it and the guest went to the child's room to share with him. The owner's wife said to her husband in their room, "Till when will we stay in poverty? That guest is rich. We need his money. Now we can eat one day and starve for several days. The opportunity has come to us. Let's kill the guest and take his money, and we'll stay alive as a family. After we kill him, we can just throw him in the corpse and somewhere near the valley. No one would ever know." The husband was hesitant about the idea, but after his wife insisted, he was convinced to initiate the plan. It was late in the night. It was quiet and dark everywhere. The husband took out his knife and walked on his toes slowly towards the guest room to kill him, as the wife was right behind him encouraging the plan. They saw the guest praying and talking to Allah, so they went back to their room and decided to delay the plan. Meanwhile, the azan was calling for Fajr prayer. The guest woke up and woke the child up with him and asked him about the nearest mosque to pray at. He was informed by the kid that it was really far away from home, so he decided to do a group prayer with the kid and his father. After they were done praying, the guest took out a massive amount of money and gave it to the owner of the house and suggested for him to take good care of his wife and kid. He also mentioned the hadith of the Messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and bring peace upon him. When he intends to commit an evil but does not actually do it, do not record it, and told him that he heard them earlier before praying and that he already forgave them. He recommended for him to follow Allah's path until his situation changes from worse to better. The husband and his wife were full of sadness as they apologized to him. The owner of the house went to the guest and fixed his car. The guest ended up going back home safe and sound.
ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم وما يلقاها إلا الذين صبروا وما يلقاها إلا ذو حظ عظيم وإما ينزغنك من الشيطان نزغ فاستعذ بالله إنه هو السميع العليم.